big answer.
Let's talk about Baylor for a minute before we get out of here, John, because it's a Scott Drew coach team, and the talent is freaking undeniable there. I know they're banged up, I know they have some injuries, and there's no getting around that. But when you start talking about Rob Wright and VJ Edgecombe and Norchad O'Meara, they bring Celestine, as a shooter who's having to start now basically because of the injuries. That is a team on paper that should be live, isn't it?
Well, it is, but they just haven't developed a consistent defensive identity, and that's just it.
They're too small.
I mean, yeah,
Yep.
That's it. They're too small, and they're young at certain spots. So you're counting on some inexperience. As much as I like Edgecombe a lot and Wright, they just don't possess enough size that makes you say that they can go on a real run. And then you're counting a lot on an offense that, again, can be inconsistent at times. I just think that they've been a disappointment. I mean, I thought they'd be a top 10 to 15 team. They're back within 4 now. Edgecombe is, he's a lottery pick. I mean, he is a really talented player. Yeah, I love his toughness.
His explosiveness is just ridiculous.
And his jumper coming along has been huge. I was there in the preseason and watching him shoot. I was worried about his jump shot for them this season and for his long-term potential. He was kind of a thumber. He would have his left thumb in there. I think he's gotten that out. He's really shotting the ball a lot better as of late. They're a team that you won't want to see in the NCAA tournament just because on one night, like, they could get you.
Sure.
You got as many pros as they have, but
yep.
We entered the year with two big men. One's out for the whole year now. That's where Baylor has issues. Like, defensively, Scott's had now a few years in a row where they just haven't been as good as that title team, and then the team right after it. That's where they were in the national title picture for 3-4 straight years because they had really good offenses and really good defenses, and they just haven't been there defensively the last few years.
I had Edgecombe, by the way, at the Nike Hoop Summit last year in Portland, Oregon, and a joy of an assignment to see a bunch of the high schoolers that were about to head to college. DeBanza was there too. I can tell you right now that because he was representing the Bahamas. I believe that he played on the world team in the event. And because his family, he's got a powerful family story of coming to New York and a lot of family back in the Bahamas, and his mother working her tail off, just a great family. And VJ was running the shoot around with a bunch of players that he didn't always play with, guys that he knew, but it's an all-star game, but it's not. It was the United States versus the world. Like, he puts the event on. It's one of the more serious showcase games at that level. And VJ he ran the show. And it was at that moment I'm like, you fit perfectly first off, you fit really well with Scott Drew. But secondly, you're charismatic as all get out. So that kid's going to ace his NBA draft interviews. Yeah. He possesses that awesome personality.
Absolutely right. Well,